I never believed in local legends. Ghost stories are just ways to scare kids away from the woods, right? That's what I thought, until last October, when I went hiking in Black Hollow Forest. It's not on many maps anymore. Most people in the nearby town just call it the Crimson Forest now. They say the trees bleed when it hunts, that the leaves turn red, not from autumn, but from something far older, something alive and hungry. I didn't care. I had my boots, my backpack, and a GoPro. I was ready to debunk the myth. The hike started out normal. Overcast skies, quiet. Just the sound of my steps crunching dried leaves. The forest was thick, but not unwelcoming at first. I followed the trail deeper and deeper, tracking my GPS. After about 2 hours, I noticed something strange. The trees were red, not orange, not amber. Red. The bark looked like cracked flesh, pulsing slightly. The leaves shimmered like wet muscle tissue. I thought maybe it was some weird kind of fungus or plant disease until I touched a branch. It was warm, and it twitched. I pulled my hand back. My heart was thudding, but I told myself I'd keep going. I'd post the footage, maybe go viral. I was so sure I was safe in my skepticism. Then I heard the whispers. Faint, distant. They didn't sound human. They were low, guttural murmurs, like something mimicking a voice it didn't understand. I stood perfectly still. That's when I noticed the light had changed. It wasn't just overcast now, it was dark, like something had blotted out the sun. The forest was glowing red, bleeding red. Sap, if you could even call it that, oozed from the trunks. It pooled at the roots like thick, coagulated blood. I took a step back, and the ground squelched beneath my boots. The whispers grew louder, and then I saw it. Something moved between the trees. Not walked, flowed. A tall, spindly shape, like bark stretched over bones, with too many joints. Its limbs creaked like old wood. Its face. God, I wish I never saw its face. It looked like it had been carved into the trunk of a tree, features warped and shifting, peeling open like wet bark. It saw me, and it smiled. I ran. I dropped the GoPro. I just ran, sprinting blindly, branches slashing at my face, the forest howling behind me. The whispers turned into laughter, low, mocking, hungry. No matter how far I ran, I never reached the trail. The forest kept shifting, closing around me. The trees leaned in, their limbs scraping together like applause. I tripped and hit the ground hard. Something sticky soaked through my clothes. The red sap. It smelled like rust and rot. Then I heard it, right behind me. Breathing. Wet. Heavy. I turned my head just enough to see its shadow stretching over me. The last thing I remember before blacking out was its voice, clear this time, whispering right into my ear. You're part of the forest now.